Do you consider yourself lucky to simply exist? Why or why not?
I don't feel lucky, rather, I have a deep sense of gratitude for the opportunity to experience life while it lasts. Recently, I was at the cemetery for the funeral of a loved one. As I looked around at the thousands of grave monuments, I was reminded of how relatively short our lifespans are and how easy it is to take life for granted, even with all its challenges.
I mean, when you look at how the chances of us being the sperms that hit the egg is so low, I think I am lucky, but in reality life isn't exactly great.
Given the chances? Yeah, I'm quite lucky. But if I would have never existed, then I would never feel the fear of not being around anymore.
3 suicide attempts, that's luck if I've ever known it. Attempts were few years ago, I'm better and happier.
I'm in constant pain.
No, as I have autism, no believes me and I end up constantly lonely and scolded by people who don't understand, except when I can't do things. People constantly putting you down, ignoring you and your needs gets you down. Life is so much work. If I just never existed, I wouldn't miss it. In the abstract, yes, but I'm miserably sad and tired every day for no reason, so it feels like no.
Lucky? Definitely. Happy? Meh.
Yes, because when I was born I was really close to dying and was extremely lucky to survive my first 2 weeks of officially existing.
I consider myself lucky to exist simply because it's the equivalent of winning the lottery several times over in terms of the maths involved. But I am far more grateful for simple pleasures in life like clean water and a comfortable bed to sleep in, especially as the majority of people in human history didn't have these same comforts. Yes, because of all of the things I get to experience that fill me with joy and happiness. No, because I didn't ask to be here and it's not fair I'm now obligated to work and contribute and exhaust myself to sustain being here. I'm normally sat somewhere between those two thoughts on any given day. I'd say I have a lot more yes days though.
No, I definitely wish I were dead.
Luck has nothing to do with it, I am inevitable.
We weren't waiting in line for an opportunity to exist. It happens whether you like it or not.
No existence hasn't proven itself worthwhile so far.
Fucking yes I do. Our universe is gigantic, humans are a tiny blip in the radar, and yet I get to be one of them and experience so much.
I consider my existence to be the first crime ever committed against me.
That's like asking a tree if it's glad to be grown just to be cut down.
Not really, I don't want to die and I'm definitely not suicidal, but often with I was just never born.
No, because that's the bare minimum. If someone is thankful just to be alive, then that just makes me wonder what the hell they went through. I'm only alive because my older brother died of cancer. My parents decided to try again.
It is luck that made me exist, bad luck.
Not particularly. I don't think I make much of a difference. Not really, mostly because I am alive in a time when the world is kinda pretty fucked. Not really. Life hurts.
In the words of Jeff Mangum, how strange it is to be anything at all. The fact that consciousness exists at all is a mysterious, absurd fact. The fact that I get to experience the universe from the position of an evolved ape living in a society that invented air conditioning is a wonderfully absurd fact.
Definitely not. I didn't ask for this existence and I've hated it most of my life. Most of the time I'd rather not be here, but my family and my partner and my dog would suffer too much if I ended it all, so I just kinda have to exist. No matter how much I hate it.
I consider it a misfortune. You live 80 years knowing you will die. Sad face. Well, my older brother died in the womb when my mum was 7 months pregnant. I am the replacement and I am quite sure my parents gave me his name.
Did not ask to live, so not. Life is hard, guys. Especially if you were born in a shitty country. Nope. Everywhere I go I just find more people to disappoint.
That's a hard one. 75% of the time I wish I was never born, but the other 25% that's good makes it worthwhile. Lucky to exist? No. There are billions and billions of life forms on Earth alone. Simply existing and being conscious isn't lucky. The conditions and state you are born in are luck. One is lucky to be born in a developed country, lucky to enjoy existence and lucky to simply be human. Also, there's an infinite amount of things which aren't alive. Should they be lucky for existing? No, life is easy to create.
No, not being born would have saved me so much trouble.
More like extremely unlucky.
In the beginning the universe was created. This has made a lot of people very angry and has been widely regarded as a bad move. Good on you, Douglas Adams. No, existence is painful and too expensive. I wish I didn't.
No, that seems pointless. As an atheist, it's all pointless anyhow, and being religious, there's a purpose or plan or some sort for your existence, so 0 no lucky there.
No, because if you don't exist you don't know that you don't exist, do you can't care about existence.
No, because life sucks. It's a curse.
Life equals suffering, so no, I don't think I'm lucky to exist. I'm a white, middle-class male living in the United States. I'd be lying to myself if I didn't think that I'm lucky for being born to such a sweet setup in life.
No, I know no world where I don't exist, so there is no basis for comparison on my existence. Wow, people are really depressed on Reddit. Why?
No, I wish I didn't exist.
Since my grandfather survived a firing squad not long after WW2. I'd say yes, I'm lucky to exist. I guess, but I'm not sure that I'm glad I ended up lucky to exist. Not this existence, anyways. No, because life is torture.
I don't know why so many people are so cynical about life. What was it like to wake up after having never gone to sleep? It blows my mind.
Yes, because it gives me the ability to be happy. I am a generally happy person, and the thought of being denied the ability to feel that seems really unfortunate. Even if you are unhappy, there is always hope that one day it will turn around. If you don't exist, that potential is lost. This is a weird question. I'm not lucky or glad I exist, but I'm not going out of my way to cease existence.
I mean, yes and no. My life is so all over the place that sometimes I really can't tell whether to be lucky or to just take the easy way out. Sorry for making this one sound dark.
Y'all ever just think, wow, I exist?
I was always going to exist. You mean unlucky?
Yes, but I feel very unlucky with regard to my poor health. Both, the little joyful things make it worth it, but when my severe anxiety strikes and when I stress about college exams and my future, I'm not suicidal, but I think it'd just be better if I didn't exist.
I was born with a black placenta. Also born with what is called a filamentous cord insertion, which is a fancy way of saying my umbilical cord was attached to the side of the placenta, not the center. All this means is that I am damn lucky to be a semi-normal, healthy human today.
Not really. Because I don't believe in God or something, and I know there is not really a reason for us to live, and all things we do like going to school or gone to work and so on is only a construct humans made for themselves. I should stop thinking at 1 a.m.
No. Life is total shit and it only gets worse. It's the stupidest thing ever.
No, and if I had a choice I'd've chosen not to be born. Pile of poo. It's an in-between. I feel lucky that I'm alive cause I have awesome parents and an awesome family, but it sucks being alive. You gotta take the good for the bad, and life gets pretty bad sometimes. But it's alright. That's just how it is. Too awesome is a no. My existence has been very painful, and has only and will only get worse before I finally die.
Statistically, yes, I suppose I won the lottery in that regard, however I never asked to exist. I don't want to die now that I do exist because life is cool and the thought of dying is scary as fuck. But if I could choose to never have existed in the first place, I'd choose that option. I hate that life makes me feel anxious and no matter what I do I will die.
Fuck no, it was way easier when I didn't exist. This is super stressful and then I die at the end anyway. Not really. I guess in many ways I should, since things in general are okay. It's just that even years after the worst phase one still get these unexplainable waves of depression, unexplainable as in nothing really happened to cause them, and each of them feels like it's never going to end. I'm neutral on the whole thing. I mean, I know statistically, I'm lucky. But I feel,
existence is a burden. Not being here would be easier. But we're here, might as well hang around for a bit and try to make the most of it. See some shit, meet some folks, eat some stuff. It's definitely not boring.
After reading some heartbreaking life stories of some Redditors here, I stopped complaining about my own upbringing. There's 8 billion people on Earth and I'm me. That's not luck, it's a fucking joke.
No. Life has been nothing but a struggle for me and will be until I'm dead.